Next up on copycat.com, a Velveeta inspired dinner. Hi everyone, this is Stephanie Manley with copycat.com, and the great folks at Velveeta just sent me this mystery box here, and I am going to share with you what is in this box, and we're going to make a meal around what's in here. So this video is sponsored by Velveeta, so we're going to go ahead, check out what's in this box, and we're going to make a meal. Alrighty. So, not surprisingly, we have Velveeta in here. This is a 2-pound block of Velveeta. And we have some Jiffy cornbread mix. This is one of my favorite types of cornbreads. I love it. It is sweet. And we also have some cut sweet potatoes. So I've been tasked with making a meal out of this with pork chops and a few ingredients from my pantry. So give me a couple of seconds here and I am gonna whip out a delicious meal with these 3 ingredients, some pork chops, and what I have on hand. All right, so I am gonna make a wonderful Southwest style meal out of these wonderful ingredients right here. So I'm gonna start out with some bone-in pork chops, which I am gonna sprinkle a little bit of taco seasoning on, and I'm just gonna pan saute these. I'm gonna make a wonderful, quick and easy cheese sauce using Velveeta and some pico de gallo that I bought at my local grocery store. For the yams, I'm gonna do a wonderful dish that I've done before. I'm gonna cook these yams up with some chipotle peppers. If you like things really spicy, add the whole can, a little bit less if you don't like things too spicy. And I'm also going to do a wonderful green chili cornbread mix with Velveeta cheese because I just love the way the cheese is all nice and melty and gooey on the inside. So we're gonna make all of these dishes. So I'm gonna start by adding these potatoes to the saucepan here. I've drained most of the juice out. And I'm going to go ahead and add about ½ a can of these chilies in here. And when this gets heated all the way through, we're just gonna mash them up like mashed potatoes. So we'll go ahead and start on our cornbread mix next. I'm gonna go ahead and make cornbread now. Now I've just got the Jiffy mix in here and I've just got the 1 egg and the 1/3 cup of milk that the recipe requires. To this, I'm gonna add 4 ounces of cubed Velveeta cheese. So it'll be all nice and gooey on the inside. And I'm gonna add about ½ a can of these green chilies and we're just gonna stir these together and we're going to go ahead and put them into the pan and we'll bake this until it is nice and golden brown. We're gonna go ahead and start to season our pork chops here. I'm just gonna sprinkle just a little bit of taco seasoning on here. I really wanna get a really nice kind of Southwest flavor here. I'm gonna take my pork chops and I'm gonna put them seasoned side down and we're gonna cook these until they're done on both sides. So our pork chops are done and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a wonderful cheese sauce with a little bit of pico de gallo. I have 8 ounces of Velveeta that I've chopped up. I'm gonna add a couple tablespoons of milk. I'm gonna turn this down on low. And I'm gonna add a couple of tablespoons of pico de gallo. This will give my cheese sauce just a nice little kick. If you don't have any pico de gallo, you could use some salsa. That would work just as well. And we're just gonna stir this together until it melts. Next thing I'll do is I'll show you how to finish up those mashed potatoes and we're gonna plate our whole Velveeta inspired dinner. So the potatoes have heated through. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna whip them up. I'm gonna use a mixer. If you don't have one, you can use a hand potato masher. So we're gonna finish these pork chops by putting a little bit of the Southwest style cheese sauce on top. They look fantastic. I can hardly wait to go ahead and take a bite out of this. Got the right amount of heat from the taco seasoning, a little bit of salt, and this wonderful cheese sauce. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a little bite of these yams. If you recall, I put the chilies and adobo sauce in here for a little bit of heat. We got just the right amount of heat and a little bit of smoke, really nice and delicious. And finally, I'm gonna take a little bite of this cornbread here. It's still cheesy from the Velveeta having melted on the inside. And remember, we put the green chilies in here. So really nice dinner for pepperheads. I really like this. So I hope you enjoyed my Tex-Mex inspired Velveeta dinner. If you enjoy this recipe, be sure to give me a big thumbs up and go on over to Velveeta's website so you can see all of their great recipes. Thanks for watching.